Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Teresa Sprigella.
And I'm Sheridan Hertig. Let's take a look at the news.
This morning, Bradley's president, Stephen Stanford, sent out a campus-wide email in regards to how our fall 2021 semester will look. Stanford stated that he hopes to have campus, quote, back to normal next school year. That meaning all classes will be face-to-face and all campus activities will return. Though this is what Bradley aims for, we have no idea what the future may look like, so federal CDC laws will still be active. With over 50% of Bradley's courses already in person, Stanford is confident in us students and how well we will adapt to change and knows that Bradley will handle next semester professionally. Last week, the Princeton Review ranked Bradley's nursing school one of the top online programs of 2021. According to Princeton Review, this means that though 2020 had its challenges, our program always stood out on and off campus. Dr. Jessica Clark, an associate dean and director of Bradley Nursing, stated that though there were many changes this year, her students are always prepared. Even with having to attend weekly clinicals, nursing students worked through every interruption and stayed on their target for graduation.
With how this week's weather has been, a snow day is no surprise. Bradley University experienced a rare occurrence on Tuesday, February 16th, when students received an email saying the campus is closed for a snow day. Professor and chairperson Dr. Tony Adams describes his take on the rare situation for college students.
An element of joy. I honestly thought with COVID world, and we are living so much online right now, that I thought we would see the end of snow days for a while, in the sense that people can go online if they can't do stuff in person. This is a good example of how that might not be true, which excites me that maybe we'll have that snow day next year too. And it's just something so small, but I don't know, it brings back great memories.
We hope you enjoyed your day off and stayed warm and safe from the cold. Bradley University intramurals have started up again for the spring semester. As university restrictions begin to loosen again and as COVID cases continue to go down, Scott Wood talks about the importance of participating in intramurals this time of the year.
And it's exciting. I mean, it really is to be able to go out and do sports with intramurals is an exciting thing. Like I remember when I was in college 20 years ago, like this was the thing to do, was to play intramurals. Like it got us to take a break from everything and we got to play and compete with our buddies and just have a good time. I mean, and especially right now, we need that.
For more information on upcoming activities and dates, students can find them in their Hilltop Happenings email and/or bradley.edu/campuslife.
The Zeta Phi chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho sorority hosted a virtual event to celebrate Black history. Due to the event being virtual, they were limited to their usual traditions on this event. This year, they shared a video on the history of Soul Train. Created and hosted by Don Cornelius, Soul Train is an American music dance television show that served as a national showcase for Black music and culture. Soul Train is also one of the longest-running shows, airing over 1,000 episodes. Bradley's American Sign Language Club is back to teaching Bradley students the language in a new virtual environment. American Sign Language, or more commonly known as ASL, is the way over 600,000 people who are deaf or hard of hearing communicate. The ASL Club hopes to teach students ways to communicate with those who are hard of hearing by making the language fun. This past Thursday, the club met over Zoom to learn how to sign animals while playing bingo. Club President Caitlin Berger says that it is important for people of all fields to know the language.
If you ever come into contact with somebody who is hard of hearing, having the sign language ability is really important to communicate with them. And just knowing that, especially we have some nursing majors and education majors. I started off as education, and that's why I kind of got into it, to incorporate into the classroom.
The ASL Club meets every Thursday over Zoom. If you have any questions about the club or specific signs, contact bradleysignlanguage@gmail.com. Coming up next, Joseph Cyrus with a look at this week's weather forecast.
Followed by this week's entertainment story that'll have you glued to your seats. We'll see you after the break.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
And welcome back. I'm Joseph Cyrus. Let's take a look at the weather. This past week, we experienced even more below 0 temperatures, but the Midwest and the North aren't the only regions of the country to be experiencing this. This past week, my home state, Texas, was hit with a huge snowstorm that caused widespread power outages, and it's currently unknown when the power will be back up. So if you have friends and family in Texas, make sure to give them a call and see how they're doing. Taking a look at our radar, it's relatively clear as scattered showers and snowstorms further down south to Arkansas and Louisiana, where they will eventually move down to Texas. So again, give your friends and family down south a call. Taking a look at the current temperatures, it's about 14 degrees here in Peoria, so a little warmer from what we've seen over the past few days. In the Chicago area, it's a little warmer than Peoria at about 19 degrees, and finally in the St. Louis area, it's right in the middle with a temperature of 18 degrees. We should expect these trends to continue throughout the week. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast, it'll be about 9 degrees tonight, but that is going to change tomorrow with a high of 21 degrees. Moving into the weekend, expect a relatively cloudy weekend with highs of 27 degrees on Saturday and 29 degrees on Sunday. With Monday, we'll finally see some warmer temperatures with a high of 35 degrees and a low of 31. And while it's probably not something that we were all hoping for, it's definitely a nice change of pace. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Tori Frazier.
Well, there's plenty going on in the entertainment industry, so let's get right into it. On Valentine's Day, Duke of Duchess, Sussex, Meghan Markle announced on her Instagram page that she and her husband, Prince Harry, will be expecting their second child. The news was shared with a beautiful black and white photo of the couple with the caption of Meghan and her wearing a floral dress that was designed by Caroline Herrera. This dress was made when she was pregnant with her first son, Archie. As we all know, the couple stepped down from their senior royal positions last year and have been living in Montecito, California since last March. In other news, female mogul Rihanna's Savage X Fenty is now worth $1 billion. The lingerie clothing line has grown in revenue over 200% since last year. Sales have also increased for this active VIP membership for over 150%. Although many are excited to hear about Rihanna's continuing success, some fans are eager for the long-awaited R9 album. Rihanna is known for dropping hints over her social media pages about the release of the album for a while now. But this past Sunday, fans have started to speculate that we might be seeing the album sometime this year, after Rihanna posted a video with the caption R9. Fans can only hope that Rihanna is not toying with our emotions yet again. Now, unless you've been under a rock or new to social media, you know the name Tessica Brown, but you might know her better as Gorilla Glue Girl, the young lady who used Gorilla Glue spray on her hair as a hairspray and had to undergo a successful medical procedure to remove the glue. Brown started a GoFundMe page and received over $20,000 in donations. Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Obeng performed the surgery free of charge. After much backlash, Brown then decided to donate the money that she received to the Restore Foundation, which is a non-for-profit organization that provides reconstructive surgery for people in need all around the world. So do you really think we're going to get that album for Rihanna this year?
I don't know, and if she's playing with me, I'm going to be upset. I've been listening to Anti for 5 years now, so I need a new one.
Literally, we need music now, sis.
Up next, a look at how some students spent their Valentine's Day on this week's Campus Combos.
And later on, highlights from the Bradley's women's basketball team. All this after the break.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
For some, it can be hard to understand the effects of social distancing and mask wearing on the spread of COVID-19. Dr. Dean Campbell and a few chemistry students came up with a visual demonstration on how proper precautions can flatten the curve. Here is Robin Batzel with more.
Dr. Dean Campbell teaches chemistry here at Bradley, and he often uses experiments to help his students connect with his lessons. After spending some time reading about the pandemic, he came up with a way to connect the spread with what he teaches in the classroom.
I was reading up on this whole idea of flattening the curve, about how by applying social distancing and wearing masks and other protective measures, we could sort of try to slow the rate of spread of COVID. And I got to thinking about, well, rates of reactions and rates of disease spread and stuff. So I started kind of thinking about some way of connecting chemical reaction rates to viral spread.
When coming up with his flattening the curve experiment, he wanted to reach those who are having a hard time understanding the effect precautions had on the spread of coronavirus. He hopes that having a visual demonstration allows those who haven't grasped the concept to finally understand.
It goes to this idea of trying to illustrate the idea as many different ways as we possibly can. We can read about flattening the curve and stuff like that, but I would say that for those who might be maybe a little more visually oriented, maybe this is a way to get the ideas to stick. And it's not for everybody, but it's an idea that, hey, maybe we can reach out and illustrate these ideas in a way that others haven't before, and maybe reach out to a few more people, because we're trying to get the message to as many people as we possibly can.
His experiments are on YouTube for anyone to see, and Dr. Campbell is happy that his experiments have reached a combined almost 8,000 views.
I'm happy that we're getting the views because, we put the work into it. We'd like it to reach people, and it feels good to get those views, but on the other hand, I want to make sure that people internalize the message and apply it too. So that's really super important to me. So,
Dr. Campbell's flattening the curve demonstration has a beloved experiment take on a new meaning.
we have 5 uncovered Mentos, okay? And so these represent people who are not implementing social distancing, not getting vaccinated, not wearing the masks. And we're going to expose these Mentos to the soda. And you can see that we're producing a lot of foam here, representing illness, that overwhelms the launcher, or, by analogy, the capacity of the healthcare system.
Reporting for BUTV News, I'm Robin Batzel.
Love was in the air on the hilltop, with Valentine's Day being this past Sunday. The first ever COVID-era Campus Convos talked to some of our students to find out how they were celebrating in these unprecedented times.
Here's Mark Berger at the Student Center with Campus Convos.
Hey guys, it's Mark here with Campus Convos. Today's a very special day, Valentine's Day. I came down to the Student Center to try and talk to some people about how they're celebrating today. Let's go take a look. So how are you guys spending Valentine's Day this year?
I am doing a Netflix party with my friends for dinner, and we're gonna watch some cheesy rom-coms, so.
Nice.
Today I'm just gonna be watching a bunch of romance movies in my dorm.
Spending it with my friends. We're gonna play some D&D in the Beck.
Just gonna chill in my dorm, I think.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Quick over-under. The average American will spend $100 on gifts this Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna take the over on that.
More.
Over.
You'd be right. It's $196.31, believe it or not.
Wow.
What is the best rom-com of all time?
Oh God, I haven't watched too many. I liked Kissing Booth, but I'm not sure if that counts.
What's that one? Oh, Crazy Rich Asians.
Love Actually.
50 First Dates.
We haven't got that answer yet. That's a good one. What is Saint Valentine, the guy the holiday's named after, the patron saint of? Lovers, epileptics, or beekeepers?
Lovers? I feel like the obvious answer is lovers.
Lovers?
I'm gonna say beekeepers because it's random.
Trick question, all of them.
What? Okay.
I
So
deceived you, I'm so sorry. And then bonus round, call your parents and tell them you love them today.
Call them again.
Hey, I just want to call and say Happy Valentine's Day, and I love you. I will.
Not just the Just calling to say I love you.
Will do. You mean on camera?
If you want to, yeah.
You know what? I left my phone in my room.
That's totally okay.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mark.
Just wanted to say I love you.
Love you too, bud.
Happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday.
Thank you.
And happy Valentine's Day from us here at BUTV. Right back to you guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Mark. Up next, our weekly Bradley Sports Highlights with Joey Wright.
And stay tuned for a throwback musical performance after this break.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay, if they seem down.
It doesn't matter how you say it.
You alright?
Everything's okay?
All G. You alright, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Susie Awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Hello and welcome to sports. I'm Joey Wright. Let's start tonight with women's basketball. The Braves enter a huge weekend series at Missouri State on the heels of a split with the Northern Iowa Panthers. We have highlights from that series in which the Braves bounced back from a 73-72 loss on Friday to win Saturday's nightcap 78-63. And taking a look at Friday's game, Braves senior Gabby Hawk can score from anywhere on the floor, proves that here with a nice finish and a nice two, and Laisha Petrie would finish with 25 points in Friday's win. Now on to Saturday. Northern Iowa attacking and finishing at the rack. Let's finish there from Carly Rocker and deep three. Northern Iowa good from the perimeter all weekend long. Braves answer back. Gabby Hawk, there she goes to work, scoring from anywhere on the floor. Finishes with the contact. And Marsh setting up Tatum Koenig, and Nyjah White's going to go to work. She had a career-high 29 points in Saturday's win. Big weekend for White, and White again going to work. There's 4 of the 29 points from White. Here's what Andrea Gorski had to say about next week.
I think we need to learn from this, because they're even more physical than Northern Iowa. So we can't shy away from that. We have to show that we can be a physical team as well, and just change how we look. We're not going to be we don't want to be a finesse team. And I know sometimes we look, but we can't be that. We can't be a finesse team. We have to be a physical team.
Certainly have the ability to be a physical team. Expect Hawk and White to continue to step up for the Braves, who stand at 12-8 and 4th in the Missouri Valley Conference entering the weekend. The Braves and Bears tip off at 7 p.m. on ESPN3 on both Saturday and Sunday. Over to men's basketball, and the Braves find themselves preparing for tomorrow's rematch with Illinois State, down 4 key players prior to Saturday's game against Missouri State. The program announced that seniors Elijah Childs and Danye Kingsby and juniors Terry Nolan Jr. and Jashawn Henry were suspended for what head coach Brian Wardle called a violation of program standards. Today, the Springfield News Leader's Wyatt Wheeler reported that the players appeared in a Springfield, Missouri police report, although it is not yet clear if a crime occurred. The report cited an incident at the team's hotel between 12:45 a.m. and 1:45 a.m. on February 13th. The report says the incident was a sex offense that was not rape. No arrests were made and no charges have been filed at this time. The players were not expected to return for tomorrow's game. On the floor, the Braves have been struggling with 9 losses in the last 11 games. The Braves dropped a 71-56 decision in Normal on January 20th to start the stretch, and since then have only managed wins against Southern Illinois and Valparaiso. Bradley will have to work if it wants to avoid playing on Thursday at Arch Madness. The Braves sit right at the cutoff right now in 7th place with 3 games left to play. Bradley and ISU tip off at Carver tomorrow at 7 p.m. Limited family is allowed, but otherwise no fans through the gates. You can tune in on ESPN3. Play ball. Bradley softball is back in action this Friday for the first time in 348 days. It will be a doubleheader against Western Illinois and marks the first home game for the Braves in nearly 2 years. The doubleheader kicks off a stretch of home games for Bradley, which includes Illinois Springfield and DePaul. No need to fear the weather either. The games will take place inside at the Louisville Slugger Complex's Slugger Dome, just a stone's throw away from the outdoor field they normally call home. Friday's first pitch will take place at 10 a.m. And on the other side of the diamond, Bradley baseball returns, featuring 3 players on the All-MVC preseason team to mark ties Illinois State for the most in the league. Senior outfielder Dan Bolt and senior third baseman Brendan Doherty join junior reliever Theron Denlinger on the squad. Head coach Elvis Dominguez's team was picked to finish 5th in a crowded valley and will begin its season at New Orleans on March 5th. That's all for sports. I'm Joey Wright. Coming up, a look at some events happening here around campus and a performance from our musical guest, Reggie Rappis. All this after the break.
But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
And now a look at events coming up here on campus. Bradley's Black Student Alliance is hosting their annual Black Excellence Ball this Saturday night to honor Black culture. The ball is held to acknowledge Black people from the past and present for the inspiration and light they show in the world every day. And this is the perfect way to celebrate them as a campus. Though the event will be held in person, students also have the option to attend it online. But if you do choose to attend the event, please wear a mask and fill out the attendance sheet found on the Bradley website. ACBU is calling all interested students in joining their event committee. Students will learn all the ins and outs of running an event along with how to prepare for one. They'll also be able to work on some of Bradley's biggest events such as the lighting of the bee, recess, and Live on Main. This event will be held tomorrow, so if you're interested, feel free to email Rebecca Miller at rrmiller2@mail.bradley.edu. Next Tuesday, Bradley will be hosting their seasonal job and internship fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a great opportunity for students to get their foot through the door and start looking towards their future. It is also open to not only current Bradley students but alumni as well. If you are interested, you can find the meeting link on Bradley's website, and though the fair is virtual, make sure you come prepared. Well, that's it for us for this week's show. From all of us here at BUTV News, I am Tirza Sprigella.
And I'm Sheridan Hertig. We leave tonight with a performance from Reggie Rappis. Stay warm and have a great night.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo, you, I leave it all. My acres of land I've achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, I leave it all. But for you, I leave it all. So give me one good reason why I should never make a change. And baby, if you hold me, then all of this will go away. Just give me one good reason why I should never make a change. My friends and family, they don't understand. They feel they lose so much if you take my hand. But for you, I leave it all. But for you,